Hello, welcome. I would love to tell you about the wine I tried today with Mr. Arnaud Bouet, Maison Arnaud Bouet 2021. Well, this is Nuits St George, one of the wine we tried as well. We tried Bourgogne Blanc 2021 as well, and Coteau Bourguignon Gamay 2021. New domain, started recently, I believe 2022. It's a Maison, so Negos operation. Arnaud worked various places, namely Boisset and a few other smaller growers, just to understand what they're doing. And he made very brave decision to actually start his own winery from purchased grapes via various relationships, etc. So there is, on top of those three, there is as well Nuits St George Proulier, there is Clos Vougeot, there is 2023, I believe, Chambertin Claude Bess, and his secure investor to back it with money to have some backing in terms of the finances, because as you'd imagine, I mean, getting grapes from those vineyards ain't cheap. One thing I like what he said about the way his philosophy is he trying to stay behind the wine, not overdo it. From what I have tasted, just taste those three wines. Modern, bright, lightly extracted, fruit focus, oak is old oak, so there is no really oak element there to speak of. There is no whole bunch element, is all these stems. So yeah, they very well vinified, they very well put together wine. But I guess that's enough of talking. Let's give it a try. What I should mention as well, Susanna Lescherman from Wine Lister organized this tasting, and that was great. We did this tasting via Zoom call, so it was nice of them sending the bottles, and I had the chance to talk to him and taste through those wines. So that's one. And second thing I should mention as well, they are imported to UK by Flint Wines. I will tag them in. You should check. I'm not too sure actually exactly what the price for that wine is, but I think they're worth. They're worth considering. I think they're going to be very sensible because it's a new thing. Let's give it a try. So old trusted friend, Coravan, can't go wrong with that. That's that. And yeah, I like the Salto Universal. I think it's a great glass to taste. So as you can see, the color, I think 21, I mean, that's consistent with the color you would expect. Bright ruby, really. Bright, lightly extracted ruby. Consistent with really what 21s are. Challenging, cold, wet, damp vintage, which is classical in the good meaning of that word. Phenolic ripeness is there, but it's more of a leaner, more of a pointy wine. In terms of the fruit flavors, reds of 21 are led by that sort of really lifted red fruit and citrus kind of a flavor. With it's always you're gaining something and you're losing. What you're really losing with this sort of more cooler, more classical vintages is you don't really have volume, and you don't really have this volume and density of mid palate ripeness, and they're not really big as wine like 2020, 2019, 2018. However, they've got a more of a pointy character. A second thing they have is they're speaking more to the place of origin, because they're speaking to where they're coming from more, and they do mature faster as well. They're gonna be ready to drink. They're gonna mature. They're gonna evolve much faster than 18, 19, and 20. So there is a benefit there for sure. So bright ruby, aromatically speaking, this one is phenomenal. Red currant, strawberries, red cherries, and it's got that beautiful pomegranate. There is that sort of herbal, citrusy element with which a lot of the time people in these cooler vintages would refer to as green, but I don't think it's a more of a citrus with herbal notes. I don't see any sort of green that would be negative. So this is all kind of, it's a very pleasant wine. It makes you think about something quite bright and refreshing. Yeah, palate is great. It's exactly what you expected from the aromatics. It's got that sort of raspberries, red cherries, that sort of citrus peel. Minerality is there. It's a much leaner wine than all those mentioned earlier, like 20, 19, and 18. Much leaner, much smoother. That phenolic maturity is there, but it's a red fruited wine with lovely savory freshness, crunchy, refreshing, savory freshness. Very pleasant, very pleasant. Medium kind of length, yeah. It's not. It's a sort of more refreshing, characterful Nuits. And for those who don't really necessarily like Nuits because they find them too broad and too earthy, that's different in 21. It's a much more zesty and energetic wine. Scoring wise, where would I go with it? Probably around 91 points. I think where this wine should be. I think it's a very well put together and a very clean and precise wine. So that's that. I mean, Maison Arnobois. Let me know if you had a chance to try and what you think of it, or what you think about it. Hope you enjoyed this. Speak to you soon. All the best.